Hey guys, it's Miss Sebastian. Today we're going to look at equivalent expressions. So our first problem is write an equivalent expression without grouping symbols. So we're going to go back to where we learned about the distributive property. And when you use the distributive property, remember that we hand it out to everything inside those parentheses. So we're going to multiply 6 times x, keep the sign in the middle, and then multiply the 6 times 3. So 6 gets handed out to everybody. So I can rewrite this as 6x minus 6 times 3 is 18. Okay, which expression is equivalent to 7 times 4 plus b? So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hand that 7 out to everything inside the parentheses. So I've got 7 times 4. Bring down the middle sign. 7 times b. So 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times b is 7b. So I'm going to look over here at my choices, and I do see that option. Number 3. Which expression is equivalent to 5 times the difference of y and 11? So I'm going to hand all that out. 5 times y. Bring down the sign, the minus sign. 5 times 11. So I've got 5y minus 5 times 11 is 55. So I have that in my answers. Okay, our next one, we've got 6 times 3 times x. Okay, which is equivalent. So on this one, you could regroup, okay, because everything is multiplied. You could regroup like this. Okay, and you would get this answer. You could also say, I've got 6 times 3x, and that would be 6 times 3 is 18, and get 18x. You could also reorder using that commutative property and do 3 times x times 6 and just reorder those and get this first one. Now what about that last option? It says 6 times 3 plus 6 times x. Okay, why would that not be correct? Because if we did that, if we did the math, 6 times 3 is 18, and 6 times x is 6x. We can't add those together, and we're looking for the answer 18x, and this is not equivalent because it didn't have that plus sign to start with. Okay, 5 plus 3 plus x. Because we have a plus sign here, we're not going to do the distributive property, but we can regroup using the associative property and get 5 plus 3 plus x. We could also go ahead and combine these and get 8 plus x. We could also reorder these if we wanted to and get 5 plus x plus 3. Okay, but that's not a choice. I see 15x. Well, that's not going to be the same thing. And 5 times 3, that'd be 15 plus 5x. That's not what we're looking for either. So those first two are the correct answer. Okay, what about this one? Drag and drop the correct answer into the box. So we want to know equivalent expressions. So we've got 7 times 3x plus 5y. So they want to know what's equivalent. So we can spread that 7 out. So it'd be 7 times 3x plus 7 times 5y. 7 times 3x is 21x. 7 times 5y is 35y. So we could drag that one up there and get 21x plus 35y. And we're done with that one. Okay, 24x plus 36y. If we look at that one, there's no way to combine those, but there is a way to look and see what goes into both 24 and 36. Well, I know 12 can go into both of those. So if I say, okay, 24 divided by 12, I'm left with 2. And the x just hangs around. And I'm going to pull that 12 out of 36 as well. 36 divided by 12 is 3. And I'm done. The y just hangs out. So I can pull that up here. Okay, and then the last one, I've got 35x plus 17y. Okay, and I don't see anything that can come out of both 35 and 17, so let's look at our other options. If I spread out 24 times x would not give me 35, so I know that's not going to be our option. On this one, they want to combine, so I look at 20x and 15x and get 35, so that's right. And 15y and 2y, 15 plus 2 is 17, so that one could work. I want to also check this last one, 30x and 10x. Oh, that'll give us 40x plus 16y. So that's not our option. So our answer here is this one, 20x plus 15y plus 2y plus 15x. Okay, this next one, which mathematical property is demonstrated? Okay, so what did they do here? I see that all of my numbers are the exact same. They're just in a different order. So remember the associative property, I always like to think of that as your group of friends. Okay, your grouping is parentheses. So this would be like 3x plus 2 plus 7y, okay? And it's like this, and it said equals 3x plus 2 plus 7y. So the exact same order, just the parentheses moved. For commutative property, you wear flip-flops across the community, okay? That just means that only the position of your answers change. Okay, so if you had parentheses in your answer, they would still be in the exact same spot, but the order changes. Okay, so the 7x was second in your problem, now it's first. 13 is third in your first expression, now it's second, and 11 was first, now it's last. Okay, so I see commutative property up here as well as right here. The difference is the multiplication or addition. If you look up here, we're dealing with addition, so it would be commutative property of addition. Okay, so if you need some more help, there are a couple of videos up on the board.